Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my fellow chingos. Welcome to Chimaek Hangout Season 2, where we sit back and relax while we breeze through on new K-pop goodness from music to news and sometimes the culture of Korea. You're with me, Zaito, on the show, which is recorded on the 14th of October 2021. Before I forget, do check out Chimaek Hangout on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and also your other favorite podcast platform as well. Well, guys, welcome back to another episode of Chimaek Hangout. And we are on episode 14 as of we speaking here right now. Alright, so welcome back once more, and let's get into our topic for this week itself. So for this week, we have our music as usual. We have Golden Child, DDARA, followed by Youngjae's Vibin, and lastly, LIGHTSUM, VIVACE. And followed by our other news, we have double title track from 2 AM, change to iChart, Squid Game broke record again, and lastly, Counterattack against Malicious Commenters. Wow, we have more news this week, surprisingly. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into our topics for this week itself. So for the first news that we have here, we are talking about 2 AM comeback with a double title track. Alright, so basically the news as of now, it is produced by Hitman Bang and JYP itself. And talking about these two, it will be a double title track as mentioned earlier. And this news was actually reported by an insider basically a week ago, and talking about a compose and basically designing the title track of this along with JYP and basically our big boss of hype, or should I say BTS itself. And if you guys do not know who 2AM is, basically they are the boy group who debuted on 2008 with the song This Song itself. And currently I can say it is a very long time since it has been about 7 years since they've come back. Alright, it's been a very long time, so do stay tuned for more news going on about this itself. Moving on to our next news here, we have talking about the all-killer ranker iChart. We'll now have some changes coming soon, and the changes will be counting the stream on YouTube Music, Spotify, and Apple Music as well. So the calculation of how it will go, actually there will be changes a little bit. And this, if you guys who are veteran to Kpop Charts, you do know that usually the calculation go on Melon, Genie, Flow, Vibe, and Bugs. And now we are moving on to more calculation, adding into each song as well as the weekly total score as well. If you guys don't know how this goes, basically we're talking about all the figures for all kills. So there were changes in the past week, and now they are making more changes for the number 1 real time across all 5 charts simultaneously, which we talked about in the past, and adding on in the future will be 8 more. So total will be 8 to be precise, not 8 more. And this will give them the CAK certificate of all kills. And to add in the last part will be only songs that are also able to top the weekly chart are able to be given the PAK of perfect all kills. It means one of the most highest listened song in Kpop chart. Basically, we are talking about weekly itself. Alright, so putting in this, we have adding this on, we have some good and bad comments regards to this. And as we heard in the past, basically early of this year of February, Spotify finally arrived in South Korea. So with this launch itself, this actually will be a better way to actually balance up the total chart counting, because as we know, on these 3 new platforms there are a lot of songs going on, a lot of count of listening as well. So talking about celebrity from IU itself, it doesn't count with this, but was one of the first songs to actually have PAK on it. Alright, so overall we will see more in the future. Without talking more, let's move on to the last news before the more music. For our last news here, we are talking about Squid Game. Squid Game itself here, another record had been broken, where Squid Game had surpassed 111 million views household. And we are talking about from their subscriber. To give you guys who still do not know what is Squid Game and what's the hype about, basically Squid Game is a Netflix original series about a mysterious survival game with a reward of total 45.6 billion won. So we can say about 40 million to be all along those lines. And total they have about 456 money-hungry participants who wind up joining the game, and only to learn that there is much more at stake than just the prize money. And currently we have a total of around the world subscriber on Netflix. As mentioned, 111 million people had already been confirmed to watch this itself. The love had already gone a lot. We already seen the show being on top 10 charts for about 94 countries itself, and to this top 10 on Netflix on a consecutive days of 21 days. So basically this is a very good news that I can just pretty much give. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully we have more good news about Squid Game. I know some maybe think this hype shouldn't be that high, but this is something new for a show that very rarely seen when we talk about something like this. So with that, let's get into our music right now. And when we talk about our music here, we will be talking about Golden Child. Alright, so Golden Child here basically debuted on 2017 under Williams Entertainment. This group is one of the groups that can be seen as an underdog because they at the moment did not have much achievement. There are a few I can say along those lines, but not much at all. So the group is currently back with a repackaging of their second full album. The song begins with an a cappella section that hooked listeners in a repetitive phrase of DDARA. And to put it, it is a new jack swing style of track that's about staying true to yourself. And this song, if we need to give along the lyrics itself, it speaks for itself. Will you tell me about you? Baby, what you want to do now? Will you let me know about you? Like the season change, you just have to accept. You know, I know, you know, we will be fine. It is pretty much staying true to yourself, that knowing that you will be okay. Do not need to change yourself at all. And talking about all of these, such a charismatic dance performance music video without any lagging to any of those juicy solo shots, I almost feel like those fans out there, there is just someone out there will be staring at the music video with their eyes open, sparkling on it. I can't say more because pretty much I'm gonna laugh a lot. I'm gonna laugh a lot if I talk more about this because it is true to that. It is like that. That will be sure. However, I have a little bit to pick on. It will be on the music itself. It sounded too moody. It's as if we are listening to the instrumental underwater. I want to carry more punch, but never break free from its monotone structure to itself. I'm all for taking older genres and reinventing them with modern sense to it. But DDARA Productions, I can say it's just remove the fun. It's not slick or addictive enough. Dare I say, it's even kind of boring. Boring to the extent that every time the group is harmonizing, I do not know what to say to it other than, well, it sounds good that it reminds me of why the group we love so much, but not to the extent that I will be a fan to them. That's what I do say in regards to this. They just need to actually move on to maybe something much more exciting, or maybe find some producers that know what excite means. Because I'm not really thrilled on this direction for Golden Child, because they are a very well-known group as of now, but this is not something that I wish for them to actually go on. Alright, so with that said, let's go on a short break here, because as I can say, this week is gonna be short. And it was a very boring week where we do not have very good comeback for this week. A lot of comeback, I will tell you guys that, but it was so normal and weird. And there I say, boring for some of the songs. With that, let's go for a break. Let's go.
Hello guys, like what you're listening to? Please do follow us on our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram page. Links on the description, and let's move on to part 2.
Welcome back to Chimaek Hangout episode 14 here of season 2. Let's move back to our news, and we talk about this news here that we have. I can pretty much just go, why? Is because it is just freaking shocking here. We are talking about the counterattack against Malicious Commenters. And this is basically relate to Sunmi, as well relate to AB's company, because they are taking legal action against the recent spike of Malaysia's hate comments itself, which is directed to her. And this is, well, I can say release on 13th of October. They revealed that they will take all the actions to all the response on various acts such as comments, personal attacks, as well as hateful contents, that they will take legal actions on all of these after the notice result is charged for all of it. So currently now, to all you guys out there, if you are a fan of Sunmi, what you can actually do for her is to email all of these bad comments, all of this action which is malicious, hateful, email to the company, prove to them, let them know, and they will compile it to take actions on this. And well, I can just say that you won't pretty much get any, you won't get any money at all, but it will be something like a good deed and supporting her itself. Alright, so all I can say is to this is, what the freaking hell? Why is this going on? And really, why? Why do this? This is pretty much a thing that shouldn't be done. It's because you are actually going through all of these pandemic things, and you're taking the time to actually doing this kind of things as well. What the hell? Alright, I do not want to go too deep to this. Let's get back to our music itself. The next solo itself, we have Youngjae. Debuted on 2014 as the boy group GOT7 under GOP Entertainment, And early of this year, the group's members' contract, including his, had expired, so they decided to part way. Currently, with his solo debut under Subline Artist Agency, so he is pretty much a actor as well as a singer himself. So with his new solo album Colors From Us, basically Vibin is a dance pop track with a very nice vibe of beat, a housing beat to be precise. And the song is about being unable to control your feelings of falling in love for someone. Like the first verse of this song itself, can't nobody slow us down, keep it going now, our only love song, lean me on my back, do anything together, it's better because we're together, baby say, all the way. That's how this sounds like a poem when it comes to a love story itself. I will put it out there. There is first. It's been a while since I seen such a bad edit for music video that I'm almost thinking that it's just a show to give fans without any meaning at all. Just a show only. It's so bad. I know that basically this agency, his new agency, is basically a actor-actress agency, but they are hiring productions editor to do the music video, and this is very bad. The storytelling is bad, while the dance performance was good, but so many parts was actually cut out, and the transition doesn't actually work at all, especially when we reach the good parts. Oh my goodness, I just really, the whole song, it was awkward, and I start booing. While the music video was like that, the music itself, the song itself, as the title suggests, vibing fits right into the pack. The production is straightforward but efficient and effective. There are rhythm guitars that offer a right guideline. For the second verse itself of the song is so refreshing to see vibing. It's like it's floating, it's having fun. The song, wow. When it comes to basically God 7, I never really can say that I pay attention to Youngjae. I always consider him to actually be a solid but not a spectacular vocalist, which I can say pretty much because in the group he is overshadowed by the bigger personalities in it. But free to stretch his skill here, Youngjae is a very good engaging soloist. His performance is loose and uncluttered. I love how his vocal, the tone, the airy tone during the chorus, it sounds so good. In other words, it helped the song, the melody, it's light as feather with it, lifting all the right place and always quick on his feet. I would say that this will have made a very good additional to the Kpop summer slate. But at the moment we are pretty much going to autumn, so we do not have much time to enjoy this at the moment at all, sadly to say. With that, let's move on to the last song here, which is from LIGHTSUM debut basically this year 2021 under Kpop Entertainment. This group we have already did early of this season, basically on episode 2, which is their debut, and we are back again with another song. So talking about this song itself, the title name of the song is VIVACE, showed a lively and matured style. The song itself and the music video is very entertaining to the heart and eye of fans, with its unique energy and colorful visual. And to the title of the song, it can mean as quick and lively. This is what I say during the teaser. I can say it's like an Italian song that stands out for its splendid and dreamlike sound based on the strong future line and house genre. But when you listen to the song itself, based on the lyrics, it's basically about fighting for your other true one, your destiny itself. Music coming from somewhere, it's you. The moment I always been waiting for. I open the first page. I'll draw you secretly without anyone knowing. This is the beginning of the song. You're fighting for your other one, your destiny itself. In other words, your love partner. Let me just get this straight away, alright? This week, as I mentioned, it's been a very dull week, with comeback that do not stand out at all. While for this song, it may seem normal, especially in music video, as it is a performance music video like usually we see for these past few weeks. But it comes with beautiful solo shots. At the very least, it is nice to watch the dance performance. It's not as bad as Vibin has done. It's really good transition and how they actually take time to make it. I can feel the energy, especially with how pandemic is going while traveling is actually limited a lot. This is really good. In addition, first comeback are equally important for all rookies, including LIGHTSUM, and often give a clear indication on what the company will take the direction of their sound be. If VIVACE is any indication, LIGHTSUM is pretty much aiming for the vacancy left behind by iZone. I will give that the owner's opinion that I have regards to this. This style of songwriting is really appealing to me. It may not be appeal to you because this is just a biased opinion, but it's a very well written. The dance also is really good, and adding on the music video can attract a lot of people, and I'm taking this on the general view. On the plus side, it brings a very robust sing line to the instrumental mix, which is one of the reasons why I like the song mixing and writing for it. The sound may seem, if I need to say, too much going on in the track, but at the same time, it's not enough. That's what I actually think of it. As a beginning, it will make you crave for more. The moment it hit are always sharp and exciting. That's another thing, which make me wish for more to it, which go back to what I mentioned earlier. It also described the lyrics well, where the girls trade line with great speed, but little impact in between, which give each of them a balanced amount of chance when we talk about the sing talk segment, which is really important, giving them the chance to shine. That's what important, especially for our rookies itself. So overall, the song is breeze and fun, but doesn't leave any memorable aftertaste. And for rookie, I'll say this is okay. If you have a chance among all these three songs, I'll say Vibin and LIGHTSUM. Do listen to it, do try to watch the music video, and tell me which one is bad, which one is good, especially for music video, and are the song good. Leave it in the comments or just leave it in our social media or check on it. And that's all that we have for today. And I'd like to mention one thing. Among all of these, there is one song that I'd like to give a special mention to. Tribe, Will You Run? It is a comeback song. This song pretty much is not my style, but I love the music video a lot. So if you have a chance, do try to go and listen to it or watch the music video. Alright, so with that, we end our podcast for this week. I would like to say for next week, we have a few songs coming soon. We have Black Swan. It looks interesting from the teaser. IU, if there's a music video, I'm surely gonna cover. Her vocal is always nice. And we have CM Blue as well. I'm looking forward to that as well. So like usual, like the video and subscribe to our channel if you're watching from YouTube. Do follow us on our podcast platform. and you will be updated whenever we update it. So last word, as long as you're not dead, your life isn't the end. And this is for sure vibing. Go on, alright? Annyeong guys, and see you guys next week.